Hey friends, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Please ignore the mess in the background. I know it looks horrible back there, but I have all of this Christmas makeup and all of these reviews for you guys. Actually, this entire look that I created, this video will be up sometime this week, but this is a very long-awaited video, and I felt like it's a new year. I need to just get this out of the way and just get back into, the videos that you guys love. So, to answer your question, no, I have not quit YouTube. No, I am not quitting YouTube. There's a lot of things that led up to the very long break that I took from YouTube and the inconsistency, which we are about to get into. First off, you guys, I don't want you to think that, I'm playing the woe me or the victim card, because that is not the case at all. I just really want to get all of this off of my chest, and now that I feel like I'm able to talk about it, I just wanted to communicate with you guys. Basically, I know I don't owe anyone an explanation on things that go on in my life, but I feel like my subscribers are so loyal. We are such a family. A lot of you guys checked on me, in 2018, and a lot of you guys reached out to me and have been very understanding of, maybe me not being so active on YouTube or social media, and slowly but surely I've been getting back into that. I really just needed to work on me and my mental health. You guys, it's very important, and I need you guys to know that it is real. Depression and anxiety is real, and a lot of people suffer from it, and a lot of people suffer in silence. They never speak about it, and suicide and suicidal thoughts are real too. So, please, you guys, be kind, because you never know what someone is going through. You never know what's in their mind or in their thoughts, and just you maybe being kind or saying, hey, how's your day? Is everything okay? I notice you haven't been so active lately, or you've been sad, or whatever, might help that person, because then they know someone cares, someone's thinking about them. So, a lot of you guys that follow me on social media and whatnot may know that I was working at Walgreens. And I couldn't really talk about it on my YouTube because that's just the way Walgreens rolls. That's their policy. You can't talk about it. You can't post about it. It's crazy. If you're excited about your job, you love your job, you should be able to share it. But, it is what it is. So I was a beauty consultant at Walgreens about 20 to 25 minutes from my house. And basically what that was is I was a makeup artist in the drugstore, a skincare professional in the drugstore. I would get clients in the chair. I started to build my own clientele. Like I said, I loved my job, the position, and the clients that I had, which thank you to the ones who have found me and are still supporting me. That means so much to me. So, before I took this job, I was a meat cutter. A lot of you guys know that. I was at Save-A-Lot. I was content 3 to 4 days a week. I worked while my daughter was in school. It was perfect. But that's not my passion. My passion is makeup, skincare, hair, all of that. Beauty. The beauty industry. And I've been a self-taught freelance makeup artist for about 10 years now. So my heart was really into making someone smile, because I helped them with their skin, or helped them do their makeup, or did their makeup for them, whatever it was, and I just loved it. And I love the fact that they're bringing makeup artists into drugstores, where you don't have to go to MAC or Sephora or Ulta or whatever to get your makeup done, and you're spending a lot of money. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. To each their own if that's what you choose to do, but I like the fact that the services that we offered as BCs was totally free. Okay? So the pay was pretty good. It's a full-time position, 40 hours a week. Everything was good. We do a lot of training classes and things like that to kind of keep up on your knowledge and what's new. the new trends, all of that. And it helps those who aren't knowledgeable in every department, per se. So my schedule was Tuesday through Saturday, and I worked anywhere between 9 to 6. So whether it was 9 to 4, 9 to 5, 9 to 6, or 10 to 6, or, 6:30, whatever. So with the drive, a lot of times I wouldn't get home until around 7:30, which was very hard with having Selena, who is in 3rd grade. Now, my amazing good friend, one of my best friends, Heather, watches my daughter. Well, her older son watches my daughter. Her middle son and Selena go to school together, so that's really nice, and he's really helped her with her tutoring and things like that for, math and reading, so I appreciate it. I'm forever grateful, because I really don't know what I would do without her and her family. Like I said, they really helped out, and they are still helping out currently. So I didn't like the fact that I was Tuesday through Saturday, and like my days off never rotated. I was always off on Sunday, Monday. It was very set schedule. And if I wanted to be off on a Friday or Saturday, to participate or do something with Selena, or, a different weekday off to go to something that she had going on at her school, I would have to request that off, and then that would take away from my hours. So I started to get really depressed about that. And I could tell that it was affecting Selena. She never seen me. She missed me. And that's hard, especially with the things that, her and I and my family have been through. If you're new, I buried 2 boys in 2015, one 2 days after my birthday, so in March of 2015, and the other one the day after Christmas, December 26, 2015. So that was really extremely hard. It's still hard to this day. I have good days and bad days, but I am truly working on it at this point. But with me having, that's what it is, mental health issues, depression, anxiety, it was just dragging me down to really be away from her so much, and for being penalized for it with the company. I hated the company. They don't care about their employees. And I guess, years ago it used to be very family oriented, from what I understand from the people that I worked with, my old co-workers. It used to be so different, and everybody was so happy and they loved their job. And in my store, it was cold. It was dark. You'd walk in and it was like you were walking into the morgue. And nobody really seemed happy. And then here I am all happy and peppy, and I'm like, hey, how can I help you today? It was just, that's rough when you're at work and no one's in good spirits. And for everything that I go through on my own or in my personal life, in my mental state, that was not good for me. You need positivity and uplifting. And I know people gotta work. So I was trying to work through it, and I kept thinking, like, it'll get better, and I kept being told, like, it'll get better. And for a little bit there, things kind of changed. It seemed like it was a little bit better for a couple of weeks, but then it went right back to the way it was. And at the time when I took the job in February of 2018, at Walgreens, I was in the process of a separation, divorce, moving, having to pack things up, so I was having to request time off, which that's not the company's fault. That was just an unfortunate situation that I never expected to be dealing with. So, they really did. My store manager worked with me. I am grateful for him working with me, and I'm grateful for the company working with me. But then when it came to an emergency situation, your kids got a fever, they can't stay at school, they weren't so understanding about that because they have a very strict attendance policy, which I completely understand. You need to be at work. If you're not at work, then you're not getting your job done, or, you not being at work or calling off might be affecting something being done. You know, now they've got to find somebody else to fill in. But the thing was with my position, I was the only one in my store in my position. Nobody else, you know, did my job. There was nobody else to cover for me. So even if I had an emergency situation, I couldn't even call someone else in to cover me for those hours or whatever the situation was. So that was beginning to take a toll on me too. You know, things happen. And with me working so far away from home, it didn't always work out to where I could get her somewhere and get back or whatever the case may be. All in all, I was just going through a lot. My plate was overfilled, and the way that it was at my place of work wasn't helping my mental state. It was making it worse and dragging it down. Anytime you pull up into the parking lot of your job and you start bawling your eyes out and don't want to go into work, literally get sick to your stomach, it's probably time to move on and find a new job. It's time to do something different. But like I said, I kept trying to hang on and stick with it because I loved what I did. I loved my job and my clients, and I loved a lot of my coworkers. So basically, I feel like a lot of the beauty consultants were just thrown into the position because it was very new, and we were the ones that had to build the position up. And if you weren't in a store with a strong team and a very supportive like manager, etc., then you're not going to succeed. You're doing it yourself. You're pushing yourself. You're building yourself. And I felt like I didn't have a lot of support either. You know, I was the girl who a lot of other employees looked at and was like, she doesn't do anything. She stands around in makeup and looks pretty, dressed up all day. But there was so much more to my position. You know, the position was to help those customers. A lot of customers have questions, and sometimes you can't get those questions answered because, you know, Joe, who's the cashier, has no idea what mascara you're talking about. So I had the knowledge and the training to be able to help those customers. But I also had a lot of slow days because I was also in a 24-hour store that was right off of the highway. And a lot of times people came in, grabbed what they were, you know, out of and left. Like I said, I did get clients in the chair and I did have days where I was busy. They definitely set the bar very high with like their standards and goals and things like that. So that's like a whole other thing. So I was stressed out. I took work home with me, which is horrible, but I literally always had something to do as far as like paperwork or some type of studying or trying to figure out how I was going to reach this new goal. And I know I am very, very hard on myself. I am. You're your worst critic. That's what it is. That's humans. That's the way of the world. That's life. But it got to the point where I would like beat myself up. You know, I wasn't feeling like, I just wasn't feeling worth very much of anything, and I wasn't feeling like I was very needed with the company or, you know, at my particular store. I felt like they'd be okay with or without me. I didn't feel appreciated. You know, there would be times where I would go above and beyond, and I felt like that went unnoticed, which is really hard. I'm trying not to cry. I'm trying not to, like, tear up and break down because I don't want to mess up my makeup because I got to work today. So eventually it got to the point where I couldn't take it anymore. I was going through a lot with my home life, like I said, and moving and huge adjustments. And really, truly just finding myself, which is crazy. I'm 31, and you think, like, don't you know who you are? You think you do. But I feel like after losing the boys, going through this divorce, separation, moving, coming out, I feel like I finally have started to find Sheena. I have really grown as a person. And for that, I am so proud of myself. And I know I still have so much work to do. I mean, I'm going to learn things and continue to grow until the day I die. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to go through more struggles and trials. I mean, that's the way life is. But if you can get through them, then truly you can do anything. I had started becoming very unmotivated with my YouTube channel and just makeup. And that's so not me, but I just felt like working there was draining me of everything. And I couldn't take it anymore, so one day I pull up at work and called Nay, and I'm like, I can't keep doing this. Like, this is taking a toll on me. She was like, well, quit. Come home. So I went in, gathered up my things, talked to the managers, shift leads on duty, and I was like, this is it, guys. And it's so not like me. Like, I'm the girl that before I move on to another job, I put in a 2 weeks. I always do common courtesy, and I'm not telling anyone, like, if you hate your job, walk out. Don't do that. I mean, especially if that's your only means of, you know, money and being able to take care of yourself. Put in a 2 weeks is what I'm saying. And I didn't do that, and I was wrong for that. I feel bad for that. But at that point in time, I had to do what was best for me and my mental state, because it was sending me over the edge. It was to the point where I didn't feel like I had a purpose. I didn't want to be here anymore with everything that I was going through. I was just like, why me? I can't take anything else. Why am I going through all of this? Like, why is this my life? If someone would have told me, you know, when I was 5 years old that this is where I would be today, I would have laughed at them and been like, yeah, no, that's not my life. But it is. And so I have to live it to the best of my ability. And my mom is freaking amazing. My mom is my best friend and my strongest support system, my biggest cheerleader. She's always there for me. I just love her so much. That is unconditional love, and I'm very lucky and very blessed to have a mother like her, because I know, like, some people don't have someone that they can count on. They don't have an amazing, you know, mom or parent or anyone there for them. So I am very blessed for that. So I walked out of there with no regrets, with my head held high, and I knew that was my first step to getting better, because I let everything take me so far down. I can't even believe that I allowed so much around me to consume me and drag me down, but I did. I have weak moments too. As strong as you all may think that I am, I still have breaking points. You know, everybody does. I'm human. So now I'm currently working at Sally Beauty Supply, and there's been a lot of changes going on with that company too, but they have been positive changes. I love my store, I love my team, and it's just a lot of positivity and uplifting, and I'm definitely in a happier mindset when I go to work. So I'm part-time, but I've kind of been working a lot lately, which I'm tired, but I'm still very grateful and very blessed, and I'm thankful to have gotten a position there as quickly as I did. I was out of work for like 4 days, so I really didn't miss a beat. But it took some time to myself to try to get through all of that. Plus, like I said, I wasn't even in the right mind state to sit down and film for you guys without busting into tears or just giving up. I didn't even feel inspired anymore. I didn't feel creative. And now I feel like I've started to get back into that. Also, I lost a ton of weight at one point, and you know, some of it was the change in my medication, the change in the things that were going on in my life, but a lot of it was stress too, and just not taking care of myself and not eating properly. And I've since then put on probably about 8 of those pounds, and I feel like I'm at a healthy weight. Like, I don't look like I'm missing a meal, you know. So I'm feeling better in that aspect, and the changes in the medication and the adjustment and the new medications I feel like are working, and I just feel better, and I have more energy, and I'm happier. I don't feel so tired and drugged down mentally or physically. So I feel like, you know, I've been working on getting that under control. I also am in a healthier happier relationship. And I'm not going to go into detail about, you know, my past relationship and things like that, because I don't feel the need to share that. I don't feel like that's anybody's business. And I'm not here to drag anyone down. At the end of the day, you know, my ex-husband is a good person. And he deserves to be happy and to be with someone who loves and cares about him, and they're just on the same page. And I just feel like we just no longer were. We grew apart, and plus I had just truly been not living for Sheena. I was just living the way that society or whatever we create in our mind tells us is right. And everyone can have their own opinion about it, to each their own. I don't need anybody coming for me or being rude or leaving me nasty comments, because I'm not tolerating it in 2019. I feel like I have been so nice over the years, and I have a big heart, but I won't tolerate it. This is part of me changing and becoming a healthier, happier version of myself. I am Sheena. I have control over what I will allow happen here on my channel and in my life for the most part. So I am happy now, and I'm in a better headspace. It has been hard. I'm not going to sit here and say that it was easy. It wasn't. I still have days where I'm like, man, this is difficult, but I get up and I keep moving forward. I am Selena's example. I'm who she looks up to, and I have to be strong for her. But at the end of the day, and I'm only going to say this once, that I just feel like love is love, and you choose to be who you want to be, and there isn't anything that you can do. Don't let anybody tell you any differently. Never let anybody tell you who to love or care about or who to be with. That's your choice. And never let anybody make you feel bad for the choices that you make for your own happiness, which is something I also had to learn, because I did a lot of things in my life, and I stayed a lot of places in my life where I just was not happy. But I was, like I said, doing it because I thought it was the right thing to do, or because I didn't want to be judged. And it's crazy because I've always been the girl with the colored hair and, you know, the punk retro clothes. Like, I'm so stuck in, like, this scene punk retro stage, even at 31. But growing up, I never gave a crap what anybody thought about me. And as far as, like, my hair, my makeup, my clothes, I really don't give a crap. It's me. I love that about myself. So, like, if people talk about that, I'm like, whatever. You're just hating, you're just jealous because you ain't got no chic style like I do. But when it came to real life situations and making choices, I didn't want to be judged. I didn't want to be attacked. And I've definitely grown from that, because I could give a crap less. I'm living my life for me. Finally. I can breathe, and I'm free. And I'm happy. So I hope that all of you live your lives for yourself. And if you're in a rut, I hope that maybe something I said in this video helps you get out of that and helps you get through it. I feel like now I'm strong. And it took a lot to get here. And I'm still not done. I still have things that I have to get through. But my story has not finished yet. It's just beginning. And I can't wait for the future and to continue on this amazing journey. I'm not giving up, and I'm not going anywhere. I am here to stay, and I am blessed. So that's it, you guys. That's all I wanted to sit here and chat with you guys about. I feel like this explains everything to you, and I just want to thank you guys again for being so loyal. Everyone who stayed subscribed, all the new subscribers I have, welcome. And I can't wait for 2019 with you guys. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that bell notification and the subscribe button. If you don't hit the bell notification, You might not be notified when I upload a video. A lot of people were saying they didn't realize I was back. So turn your bell notification on, because we're going to kill it in 2019. We are here to do some things. So yeah, I love you guys, and don't forget to put a smile on your face, because it is truly the best makeup you can wear. I am here for you guys just like you were here for me, and if you need to talk, leave me some comments, private message me. All of my social media is linked down below in the description bar. I'm not going to ignore you, because I know what that feels like, so I'm here for you guys. Again, I love you, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye, you guys.